What's up guys? Ito ngayon ang nangyayari ngayon dito sa Amerika. Ito sa Washington DC to guys. Magulo ngayon dito sa Amerika guys. So ang daming nagpuputista dahil malapit na kasing umalis si Trump sa White House. So ang daming nagpuputista. So kanina guys, pinasok yung Capitol. Ayan guys, sa Capitol yan sa Washington DC.
Kylie, are you hearing me?
Can you hear me, Martha?
There we go. Hi, Kylie.
Ayan o, sa
I don't know if
Washington
you heard my
DC yan.
question. Thank you for being here. My question is,
So,
you were one of the organizers of this
sinishare ko lang
rally.
itong nangyayari ngayon sa dito sa Amerika, magulo. Maski dito sa Florida, kanina maraming nagpuputista.
Today, in the end.
Thank you so much for having me, Martha. And yes, absolutely. The day started out, tremendous. We had a huge crowd, hundreds of thousands of people showing up at the Ellipse where the president came and spoke to We the People.
Ayan o, ang daming
Unfortunately, the
tao.
day that was so great this morning has been overshadowed by what took place at the Capitol this afternoon. And,
ngayon
a few
dito,
bad
guys,
actors
magulo dito sa
have
Amerika
completely spoiled
ngayon.
it, not just for the people that were there.
So ito
and the
kinukuha ko lang
president,
ito
and all
dito
the
sa
other dignified people,
news dito
that
sa
were
Amerika.
on our stage, but also, for the millions of Americans that are at home. And
Kasi ito,
unfortunately, I think that
hindi nila matanggap na talo si Trump, guys.
Democrats of, advocating that violence is okay with BLM and Antifa has helped contribute to
Ayan,
the
tingnan yung mga
situation
tao.
today.
When you look at, it's very interesting because we've seen this argument and this discussion on the other
Daming
side
tao,
of you
guys,
point out
na
as well.
gusto pa nila
We've
si
seen
Trump.
people with Antifa and more
Pero
prominently, I guess, with
sawa na
Black
yung
Lives
tao
Matter,
sa
who say, look, I'm here
kay
because
Trump
I'm upset
dahil
about
tapos na yung
police
kanyang
brutality. I don't want to be any part of any
termino.
violence. And today, you're seeing that this is being, sort of lumped together. We all watched this morning. We saw people waving their flags. There's nothing wrong with the gathering that happened on the Ellipse, but this will make it very difficult for the causes that you support, because these people are criminals. They're rioters, and they broke into the United States Capitol.
Absolutely, and we do not tolerate any sort of violence. We've had two successful
Yan yung kaninang umaga, ngayon ipapakita ko ngayon gabi na dito ngayon ng ano.
There was no issue.
Ayan, bali dalawang video.
It was when people, marched
So
to the
kanina,
Capitol, and
magulo
they
talaga,
decided to
pinapasok,
take things into a
pinit
different
lang
direction
pinasok
that we
yung
have been
Capitol.
advocating for, that millions of other conservative Americans have been advocating for. And I just really want to implore that those few bad apples, although today was completely horrific, should not overshadow what we have been working towards as a movement, that we want election integrity. It is so unfortunate, and just as Senator
So ayan
Paul
guys, ito
talked
yung
about,
nangyari Pinasok yung Capitol guys, ayan o.
Of course that brings up
Ayan.
terrible memories, but
Kaya yung mga
not been the ones
congressman,
that
mga
have been,
senator na nasa
advocating
loob,
for violence. And I think that
sobrang
not
takot
feeling
nila.
heard, making that their ballots that were legal
Ayan
ballots
yung
that were cast
Capitol,
that were disenfranchised by illegal ballots that were cast is certainly causing a situation that people feel very angry, and they feel that we are moving in a
Ayan,
direction
live
that we
ngayon
no
yun
longer
dyan.
have free and fair
Live yan
elections.
sa Washington
I
DC.
hear that a lot, and I understand that feeling when you look at what has happened. But did you, today when you came to Washington, did you believe that the election might be overturned by the vice president in the Senate chamber?
I thought that there's certainly a possibility for the American people to see the evidence on the floor when each state was brought up, and that we could
Ayan,
really
sa
see
loob,
firsthand
guys, yan
from
ng
the
ano,
senators and House members
ng Capitol.
that's exactly what evidence that the mainstream media has
So,
helped cover up. The 200,000
naglabasan lahat yung mga
in Pennsylvania,
congressman,
the trucks that were
mga
brought from New York to Pennsylvania that have never
doon.
been investigated. There are a lot of different things that we've been hearing about. We want to see the direct evidence, and I thought that we would have the opportunity for that.
Yeah.
I understand that
Ayan,
there's
sa
still
ngayon,
work
guys, sa magulo
towards
dito sa
meeting
Amerika.
again this evening and starting the vote again.
Yan.
And in fact, there's Senator
Mga
Josh Hawley. What we're seeing right now are the senators
Trump
leaving
protester, mga
their
nagpuputista
hunkered-down
sila.
positions, and the Capitol has been deemed safe. And I believe this is probably the beginning of the process of going back over to do this joint session
Yan
and
sa
to get
Capitol
things
Hill,
back underway.
Washington,
Which
D.C.
would be, probably a good way to end the day, to get everybody back where they should be and to mend the Capitol and begin the process of putting things back together. Kylie, thank you very much. Good to have you here tonight.
Thank you so much for having me.
So moments ago, Senator Joe Manchin of West Virginia saying of President Trump on Twitter, quote, 12 hours is not sufficient. He is a danger to our democracy and should be banned from Twitter for the next 14 days. That would be heading all the way into the inauguration. Trey Gowdy, former House Oversight Committee
Ayan,
chairman,
sa loob guys yan ng
and Jonathan
Capitol
Turley,
Hill.
constitutional attorney, both are Fox News contributors. Join me now. Good to have both of you with us, gentlemen. Trey Gowdy, let me go to you first. As you watch these senators leaving their positions where they have
Ayan yung mga senador guys naglalabasan sa Capitol Hill. Habang nagpupurong kasi sila, pinasok sila ng mga protesta.
Never thought I would see Americans scaling the wall to attack the People's House, the Capitol. So if you're thinking about moving to a narco state or a banana republic and you wonder what it's like, today was a good idea of what it would be like. That is not America. That is not this idea of America. We're a nation of laws. We're not a nation of people who attack law enforcement officers trying to accomplish a goal that was never going to be accomplished in the first place.
Dami ng mga sundalo dyan sa loob ng Capitol para protektahan yung mga senador sa mga kongresista.
I'm surprised that they're surprised.
Ito yun sa labas ng Capitol.
I spoke with Minority Leader McCarthy at the top of the hour, and I asked him about the fact that our reporting at the Pentagon is that the Vice President has been overseeing the security effort here, to coordinating with the National Guard and all of that, and Leader McCarthy confirmed that yes, he had been in touch with him, and he seemed to be the person who was overseeing that. What do you read into that, if anything, tonight?
Well, I don't read anything into it because, I mean, the way I understood Kevin was that because Pence was there on Capitol grounds, he shared his concerns with the Vice President. And whether or not the Vice President talked to President Trump or not, I don't know. I didn't read a lot into Kevin's response.
And what did you think about the President's tweets today and the video that he made at the White House?
Tepid at best. I watched his entire speech this morning. There are 38 allegations he has, factual, legal allegations related to election integrity, not a single one of which is going to be solved by scaling the walls of the Capitol. You got to go to the courtroom.